But we're going to choose 3 people to announce today who are going to receive a $250 gift card for Tarte Collections. And there she is, Dana
Hi,
Finegold. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You figured it out. Good job.
Well, kind of. I had one of my kids do it.
That's what we're all doing. It's a complete survival mode right now.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you joined because I was just hearing myself talk, and I know people really want to hear from you. I was just giving a little bit of background on you being what we consider a boss babe as a female small business owner. And I mentioned today we're going to be able to let people know who the 3 winners are of the $250 gift cards to Tarte Collections. And I thought we could start with you just to give a little bit of background. I love the story of how Tarte Collections came to be with your partner, Jamie, and how you kind of got your say in there. And he was like, oh, maybe we should do it Dana's way. Will
Yeah,
you give us the background?
sometimes women have a little insight. So we started the Tarte brand. We've been in business for a while, making sleepwear, and then we started the Tarte brand in 2004. And at the time, I had 3 children and one on the way. And so we would get things sent from our designer in LA, and he would bring them to me and say, like, what do you think about this? And I would try on the clothes, and I would start crying because they were meant for a perfect body, and I did not have a perfect body, nor do I now. And I was like, is that really what we want to do, is like upset women every time they try on our clothes? They cry in their closets and hate themselves. And I was like, why don't we make something that women actually feel good in and would accentuate their assets and like sort of hide their liabilities and be comfortable. And you could actually throw it in the washer also, because when your kid is spitting up on you, or, dropping something on
Essential.
you. Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
knocking your glass of wine over,
Right.
so we started making clothing that was more bra friendly and really, really soft fabrics, and gathers around the midsection to hide a little bit there, but still really sexy, like, a plunging neckline,
Right.
or, back detail. And we started getting some traction that way, and women really started liking it. And so did I. And now I wear Tarte all the time.
And this has been a very successful venture. How many years has Tarte been around now?
So let's see, Tarte has been around for 16 years, and we've
Wow.
been in business in the clothing business for 24 years. So it's been a
Oh,
long time. It's kind of all I know.
I know. Well, we're glad you know it because we like what you do. And I was just mentioning to the people that are in our live chat right now how important small businesses are to me, being a Petaluma girl and growing up here in a small town, and really having a hard time watching in general the financial impact that small businesses have gone under with e-commerce and online shopping and all of that that's affecting our society. But now with COVID-19, it's kind of a whole different story. And I did see that the governor mentioned phase 2 might be starting on Friday, which could affect retail shops. I thought that was a very good sign. What can you share? Yes, yes. What can you share about being a small business owner, what that means to you in general, but how much you need the support of your community and how it's been affected from the pandemic?
So our business completely like went dry as soon as the shelter in place came. All of our boutiques had to close, all of our large retailers closed down, and our sales shrank about 95%. So it's been pretty drastic for us. So we actually had to lay off all of our employees. And we've been running our business out of our house. So we've enlisted the help of our 4 children. So
Get
we have
get
one
back to
doing,
work, kids.
yeah, one's doing video editing, one is like giving it, she works for Snapchat, so she's giving us ideas on content, the
Love
other
it.
one is a great writer, and the other one is like helping organize behind the scenes. So it's really been kind of fun, but it's hard to let our employees go for a while, and we're really, hoping that sales pick back up and we'll be able to get our business going again. So right
Absolutely.
now we're focusing on our website sales, because our warehouse, thank goodness, is still working,
Hmm.
because they do government contracts, so they were allowed to stay open.
Oh, that's
So
good.
yeah, so we're focusing on our e-com and focusing on giving back right now, and just, trying to spread a little love around, and hopefully someday it'll come back to us.
So that was kind of the point of why I really wanted to talk to you. This is a little bit out of my wheelhouse. Most people check in with me to see what's going on with the Giants, but life is taken over right now, and there are things that are a little bit bigger than baseball. And something that clearly very big with Tart Collections is your heart. And not only are we giving away a couple of gift codes today, but you already did this, and you did this on a pretty significant level. And I'm going to ask you to humble brag here for a minute, because I think that people need good news right now, and what you did was so kind. So will you take us back to kind of the initial thought of a giveaway, and then how it kind of became a runaway train a little bit?
Yes, of course. So one day I went to Costco and I wore my N95 mask. You know, it was like right in the beginning, and I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like this, I have a headache. I feel like I'm breathing my own, carbon monoxide or
Yeah.
whatever. And it was just very uncomfortable. And I came home and I told Jamie, I said, this is terrible. I can't imagine being a nurse or a doctor and having to wear this, sometimes 12-hour days. And they must feel terrible. And then I thought about it. I'm like, it's really worse being in the profession right now than anybody could imagine. If they've worn one of those masks for even an hour, they would know how bad it is, much less have all that gear on and be sweating. So I said, why don't we do something nice for the frontline workers? And so we talked about doing a giveaway where we would have people nominate their favorite frontline worker, and we would give them a $500 gift code to our website. And we got so many responses. We had over 240 people nominated for the gift card. And we were reading through them, and we were just really touched by the stories and the people that were nominating them, caring so much about them. And we thought, you know what? Like, what would it hurt if we gave away $500 to every single person that was nominated? It was kind of a crazy idea and something we hadn't thought about before, but we were like, it's something that's on our hearts and we feel like compelled to do it. So why not? So we just decided to give every single one of them a gift code.
I mean, that's thousands of dollars in Tarte clothing, and
Yes.
hundreds of people that were able to, have a moment of leisure, right? To go shopping and pick out something that they really love and otherwise may not have done that for themselves, especially
Right.
given where we're at in the economy right now. What was the reaction to your gesture?
It was great. Everyone loved it. So we had the people that nominated them were writing in saying, thank you so much. I wanted to do something to recognize my mom or my aunt or my sister. And like, you really helped me do that. And then the women that were receiving the clothes have, written in saying how much they appreciated being recognized, and how having a little Tarte box waiting for them when they got home after work one day was so nice. And
Yeah.
yeah, it just made them feel special. And that's, what we wanted to do, is let them know they are special and we appreciate it. Everyone appreciates them.
I mean, even in the toughest times, kindness prevails, and it's what stays with us. I do want to talk about being a small business owner and the need to be able to be flexible and adjust. And I know through this, you guys have started manufacturing masks. So,
Yes.
that's a new endeavor for you. So how important is it to be able to kind of go with the flow? And then where can people go to start purchasing either your clothing or your masks that are so needed right now?
Okay, so first of all, if you would like to buy a mask, they're shipping in soon. So we have a lot of them being made in Los Angeles. So they're made in the USA, and they'll be ready, I think, on Friday. So we'll
Awesome.
put them on our website, and we'll also have them available on Amazon.
Okay.
And talking about pivoting our business, we've been through several little dips in the economy or several changes in our industry. And if you can pivot, if you can just change directions and sort of clear your mind of how you used to do things and really just reinvent yourself, just think of like, if I had to start over today, what would I do? Like, that's really the only way to survive as a small business. You can't continue to do the same things for 100 years and get the same results. I mean, unless you're selling toilet paper. Maybe that works.
Yeah. I mean, that one seems to be pretty, yeah.
That's pretty stable.
A steady, yeah. But even, I mean, it's so funny, even baseball, for as long as it's been around,
Yeah.
past 10 years, we've seen so many changes as people want to see change and they want to see
Right.
things evolve. So yeah, that's really, really good advice. So masks might be available Friday or should be available Friday up on your website, which is tartcollections.com.
Yep.
You can follow you on Instagram
Yep.
at Tart Collections. Okay. And are you still in the, where are you at fashion wise? Like what are maybe some of the trends you can share with our viewers as to what you're looking forward to? And is that still going on as planned, which with our seasons?
So it's interesting. We've been talking about that. We have our plan for our fall, and we're thinking right now, we're like, do we change that? Because are people wanting to see something a little brighter than maybe they were before? Or are they going to want to see something more conservative because they're going to have less money to spend? So we are in the works right now on a few fun things, and we haven't decided which way we're going yet,
Okay.
but it's going to be exciting. So stay tuned on the website. Check it out. I
It's
think you'll
been,
like
it's
it.
I love your stuff, and it's been really fun to watch you on Instagram. Kind of embrace the Zoom outfit or the Zoom jacket, and the business casual at home.
Yes.
So you guys are really embracing what's going on, and I think you are well aware of what people are looking for because you do still have to. I'm in leggings right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I had to put my makeup on, and you want to look somewhat
Right.
decent for your meetings, and there's still this concept of trying to look your best even when you're stuck at home and you're gonna go for a walk when you're done with this meeting. So I
Yeah.
really appreciate your time. Is there anything else before we announce who our three winners are that you would like to say to your customer base, to small business owners? Just kind of from your experience, you've been in this business a long time. You've been through a lot of adversity, not just this pandemic. What would you like to say to those that came in today to the chat and follow you?
I would just like to say to reach out to your community, reach out to other people that you think might know more than you. Don't be afraid to ask for help because so many people around you are really, really smart and really wanting to help, but they have no idea that you need it. So I would say just use your community because they want to be, talked to. That's what we did. I reached out to so many people. I'm in a group called WPO, and I reached out to one of my WPO sisters, and she's the one who gave me my bank, who helped me get my PPP loan, and I've reached out to some of my friends from business school, and they've helped me with different ideas. So always ask for help and never give up.